Hi guys, this is FNGR. This week we finally got to talk to Kage. Special thanks to deviant artist cadetredshirt. We've been sitting on this picture since January 29th, 2017. My humble apologies. Our first take on this podcast went sideways. Special thanks to CountessRose, Finn the Pony, and lilac-galaxy. Don't forget to check out Mimi's channel or her deviant art. Her art skills are equal to the best that I know, and she's in my top 5 artists. Now if only I could get Dogai Crimson or Aga Naga for the show, I'd have a who's who of deviant arts elite. Please go check out Analysis Daily, there's a tournament going. Please go upvote this, and potentially that. Help spread the word to support the community that we all care about.
Continue, get your ass in the call! I now remember why I don't draw humans all that often.
This is FNGR welcoming you to Limbo podcast in a more snug platform, joined by the following co-hosts, CountessRose.
Hello!
You've only co-hosted once before, right, Countess?
Actually, this is my first time.
Oh, okay. Well, knock on wood. Also joined by Finn the Pony.
Oh, Roger, Finn Pony is going for lunch.
Indeed. This week's Queen of Limbo almost got nervous enough and said king. I'll hold that thought.
Fuck.
So either one of you guys is about to blow up or someone's popcorn just got done. Whose is that anyways?
It was my dinner, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. I had to break somebody's balls there. This week's Queen of Limbo. I'm leaving all that in. Kage.
Who wants Tostino's pizza rolls?
Yeah.
I can be whatever you want me to be, baby.
Alright. I'm still holding to my theory that Kage is a sweet, innocent cinnamon roll.
Oh, you poor innocent creature.
Yeah, that keeps getting ruined for me. I don't want to point out the last true wonders out there because it keeps getting ruined for me.
Stay off my Tumblr.
Indeed. Wow. What would be the most surprising thing that we would find on your Tumblr since you just brought that up?
Well, my Tumblr is actually not that bad. It's my sketchbooks you want to avoid.
Alright, so what of the fandoms that you draw for, which has the most saucy requests?
Well, it depends what you count as being saucy, because I get MLP the most. But the stuff that I get requested from the Pokemon fandom, let's just say that it gets very interesting when you get into the breeding groups.
Okay.
Whoa.
But enough about that.
It's never too late to start drinking.
Way ahead of you.
Who are you grateful for having met so far in the fandom?
Grateful? Golden Fox, mainly because for some reason he liked what I was drawing. And now I know you crazy people. This all happened within the span of 3 months. How the hell did I get here? Alright, I drew a fox.
Well, you're awesome. You deserve to be here.
Yeah, you
yes.
do. What is your current field of study, Mimi?
Me, I am currently going into media arts and animation. I'm actually going to school for that. So hopefully, in 2 years from now, I'll be making animation somewhere and doing something with my life.
Does your field of study program focus more on 2D or 3D, or is it a mixture of the two?
It's a mixture of the two. People tend to be able to pick what they want to take, but I'm a little bit of everything.
And how long have you been studying media arts and animation?
Depends how you see it, because going to college, maybe 2 years. Yeah, 2 years this summer. If you want to be more literal, like my entire life, well, since the moment I learned how to pick up a pencil.
What's been the high and low point of being in college so far for you?
Having to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, not 6, like 4 o'clock in the morning because I live an hour and a half away from school.
Ouch.
Yee.
And when I get more, and then when I have 3 classes in one day, and then I have to go to work afterwards.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
That's always fun, but I've survived, so that's something.
You live to tell the tale.
What would you say has been the high point then?
Drawing stuff?
Okay, I was about to say that got really uncomfortably quiet there.
Well, you have to consider I'm going to... I do like my college. I do love going to college and stuff, but it kind of gets grating when you can't draw what you want and everything according to the teacher sucks because they're all critics. So
Preaching to the choir, sister.
I had this question left over from a friend. Manga Common asks, have you eaten any tin cans lately?
tin cans? Darling, I've eaten everything from tin cans to tires.
Alright.
Goat humor.
Why are you the greatest of all time? Other goat humor.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the greatest of all time, but I found that I'm one of the few goats in this fandom because I guess we're not popular.
Oh, it's the greatest of all time goat. It's an acronym. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Have any thoughts about E3?
Oh my god. I haven't watched it yet. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing I've seen is the stuff for Mario Odyssey.
Oh.
And I only saw that because somebody on Twitter fucking linked it to me and wouldn't shut up until I watched it. Like, I'm waiting for everything to be done and everything to be in one place so I can just watch it in one go.
Oh, do you have a Switch?
I do.
Oh.
I've been playing Breath of the Wild, and I still haven't finished it because I like to explore everything.
You lick
There's a lot
lick
to
your
explore in
cartridges.
I've been spending my time living in the mountains like I always do, so I'm always a hermit. I think as of right now, the outfit I have him wearing is the one chick outfit. So he's running around as a chick in the mountains with them sexy legs.
All right, are you a fan of Rule 63?
I'm a fan of everything, sweetie.
Okay, then. I've had some people get that confused, and I was like, oh, it's the gender bender one. But I'm going to mix this one up since we're talking about gaming. What's the most progress in a game that you've had to start over again and come back to it?
I'm going to tell you the tragic tale of my first playthrough of Ocarina of Time.
Oh, boy.
I was almost done with the game. I almost finished it, and I did not save it because I was going on a binge run, and the power went out, and I cried, and I never touched the game again since.
How many years ago was that?
About 3, 4.
Oh, you poor dear, you're traumatized.
The closest I ever had when I first got a PlayStation 3 is it was kind of a junk version, and it kept, like, the memory kept getting wiped, and after, like, the third or fourth time, I just never played GTA 4 again. And I was like, I'm starting again.
But there is another example that I can think of. It's probably a game none of you have heard of. There's a game called Dragon Quest, specifically the 8th one in the series. It was a PlayStation 2 game, and that game is like 90% grinding. I had spent about, I think, 3 weeks just grinding to finally beat the final boss, which in this game is, as you could probably guess, a dragon.
Oh, that's the one from the DBZ creator, right?
Yeah. And then, right when I'm about to go up to the mountain and fight him, the memory card on my PlayStation 2 gets corrupted.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no.
But the difference between Ocarina of Time and Dragon Quest 8 is that I've actually played Dragon Quest 8 because they recently re-released it on the 3DS.
Ooh.
With less grinding.
Oh, they fixed that problem. Huzzah.
That's always a plus.
Like, minus 40% of the grinding.
Well, that helps a lot. What would you say, since we're on that topic, is the grindiest game you've ever played?
I'm actually thinking on that because it's actually... The Dragon Quest series is a series that heavily relies on grinding. But the thing is, I'm debating between the 8th one and the 4th one. Because I remember the 4th one, I spent a good 20 hours grinding and I still couldn't get past a mid-level boss.
Wow. How long?
About like 20 hours, I think. It's because I didn't level up at all. And during that time, and somehow I managed to make it this far. And like, I looked up on the internet, like, oh, you should probably be like level 30 something for this boss. It's like, oh, okay. Level 40, I'm still getting my ass kicked.
Well, there must be a strategy to it.
Probably.
So, gaming, is that your primary hobby when you're not studying or working?
I have many interests.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that.
All right then. Jesus.
Ask the others of the Yox podcast for more information.
What are 3 websites that you wouldn't cop to go into? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't answer that either.
Put it bluntly, a lot more than you think, a lot less than people know.
All right, I like that. That's going to be the title of the Kage podcast. More than you think, less than you know, with Kage.
Perfect.
Who's best pony?
It's honestly a throw between Applejack and Rarity for me.
Nice.
Because I like Rarity because her personality just makes me laugh. And Tabitha has a sexy voice, and I can't resist it. But at the same time, we got Applejack over here, who basically acts like another version of my sister, but less raunchy.
Hardworking Earth ponies for the win.
You keep putting out things there that I'm not supposed to ask about, but you're making them sound very inquisitive.
They're actually not as bad as you think. I'm actually making them sound a lot worse.
All right.
Because that's my talent.
What paint programs do you use?
For just painting, I use a mixture between Psy and Photoshop. For animation, I use Psy, Photoshop, Toon Boom Harmony, and sometimes, if I really want to get really in depth with what I'm doing, I go with Maya and Max. And After Effects, of course.
You're going to BC this year, right?
I am going to try. It's actually kind of up in the air because some stuff went down.
Oh.
But if you do make it, you're on my hug list, so...
I want to go, though, because, god damn it, I already have, like, 30 hugs that I would miss if I don't go. But
all right, let's
Aeon made me a proposal I could not refuse.
Solid. Who's in your top 5, I guess, sniping hug list that you need to get to.
That information is classified, sir?
Okay. So let me throw some names at you. Finn.
Well, you'll be expecting it, though.
Hungry Soma. Right, we'll stop.
I already did that at PBC. You're late to the party.
Okay, there we go.
All you need to know is that Golden Fox for sure is on that list because I haven't seen that fucker in real life yet.
I can't picture Golden Fox without the bathrobe. Oh shit, I just said that out loud.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I still have this mental image that he goes to his closet and there's just bathrobes from side to side. Anyways.
That wasn't a mental image. I needed again this morning or afternoon.
Oh, I have a worse story. You know what? I'm going to move on. Who's someone whose fame surprised you, yet you feel happy for them?
I can always justify why people are kind of big wherever I go.
Well, it's a pleasant surprise, not negative. You're right. I tried to reword it to make it positive.
Yaks, the original guys, because I know them and they suck.
Okay.
Love you, moms.
Wow, indeed.
Sorry, I had to do it at least. I had to do it at least once. It's in my contract.
At BC, assuming you get to go, who are you looking forward to heckling the most?
Well, I don't know if it's gonna work, but Aeon.
Oh, okay.
He's been teasing me for months.
Yeah.
Big bro.
I don't think I've been able to annoy Aeon in person. I don't think I've tried either. So that's the plan, is it?
See, I use my cuteness to get what I want because I know how to weaponize it.
Okay.
I'm like,
I look forward to the vlogs.
Cuteness can be a dangerous force.
Indeed.
Use it wisely.
But Finn, I can't. How else am I supposed to get free stuff?
With great cuteness comes great responsibility.
What about all the hugs?
What's been your favorite collab since Finn just piped in there for this year?
I actually haven't had that many collabs. I've only had one, and that was with Tricky Fox.
Oh, I meant like, it could be other people's that you've seen.
Oh, just in general?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. Okay, so I'm going to be a tad bit biased here, and I'm sorry in advance. But you remember back when Toon was doing his cartoons trip thing, and he kind of had that one thing with the Squeakle and Golden Fox?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video all the way through, but I made the thumbnail, so I'll pick that one.
Yeah, I went back and watched that, and I was like, this is surprisingly good considering it's about, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
No disrespect to either guy. Wonderful, beautiful people. Just, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I mean, it could have been worse. They could have done a Scooby-Doo movie.
Scooby-Doo can be cool sometimes.
Or a
That's
wrestling Scooby-Doo movie. It's already happened, so I'm just going to be quiet before I give anyone else ideas.
They made Kiss a superhero, that's all I'm saying.
I still remember when freaking Keyframe and Toon Critic collabed over a Scooby-Doo thingamajig. I don't even remember what the title was.
I think I made those thumbnails too.
Key was not happy. Being in that video, she looked completely like, this is what I'm doing now, huh? Why do female goats have horns?
It depends on the species, but if you want to go with the lore I came up with, it's because we can all do magic, and we kind of need a medium for our magic, so we grow horns. If you want to get real lifey, some goats do grow horns, like mountain goats, which is what I am.
Indeed. I had a weird question. Are you from Canada?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but I can change my voice to become many different accents. I'm actually Mexican. I'm half Mexican, half American.
Oh, I had a weird question written down here, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Must have been one of those things written down at the time. If you could be any time in history, what time would you be in?
The summer of love, because of all that sweet, sweet acid. I'm kidding.
All right, the 1960s, certainly.
I'm kidding.
Oh, well, what would your real answer be then?
That information is classified, sir?
All right, summer of love it is. Got it. What's your biggest distraction while studying?
Everything. The internet is both a gift and a curse, my friend.
As it is to all of us.
Yes.
Is that Lilac?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
It's a stranger!
About freaking time.
Indeed.
Leave me alone. I was hanging out with friends.
Indeed. She was. Kage, tell us about friendship and what it means to you.
Well, by my understanding, friendship can save you from anything if you jump off a building hugging.
Since Lilac, you just came from hanging out with friends, you probably have a bunch of friendship questions. Why don't you take it away?
I literally have none.
I know. Well, as someone who's from the gender-fluent community, who just spends all day studying friendship, Lilac. I'm sure you have at least...
Oh yeah, that's what I do. I study friendship.
Yes, she does. She goes around hugging rainbows and people of all walks of life.
I have social anxiety. Why do you do this to me?
Because you're late.
Shut up.
What is your OC again, Lilac? A cat?
Yeah.
Mim Kage, what do you think of cat OCs?
Well, to be fair, My Little Ponies are already based off cats, so...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you actually pay attention, they have round faces, small muzzles, and big and kind of pointed ears like a cat. That's why I based my goat OC off a dog.
Aw, goat dog.
Goat dog.
Goat
Goat dog is best dog.
That sounds like a webcomic. Oh, there we go. There's a good answer. What's some fun webcomics that you keep up with?
Webcomics?
Or any? I don't know. I just assumed you might.
Well...
Son of a
I
bitch.
would recommend everyone to look this up because it's not exactly safe for work.
Huh.
But there's this person I follow on Tumblr who makes a comic for Star versus the Forces of Evil, and I'm pretty sure half of the people who know what I'm talking about instantly are saying for me to shut up, so I'm going to shut up.
I'm really curious about that.
I'll link it to you, and you can read it.
I'm going to need that link as well.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a
going to
little
warn
scared.
I'm going to warn you, it gets really saucy, and it's not safe for work at all.
All right then. How old is Star from the Star versus the Forces of Evil in the show?
I don't know.
14.
14, actually.
Okay.
Or at least she is when the show started. She's on her 14th birthday.
Not into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's from the keychi side of the tracks. Got it. Okay. So, anyways. What?
If it's any consolation, the same person also makes one for Gravity Falls that hasn't gotten not safe for work yet.
This isn't
Good.
Shadow Base Man, is it?
No.
Okay, never mind. I don't know who that is. Anyway,
Anthony, is there something you'd like to share with the class?
no, not at all. I'm a Catholic. I'm all going to go pray after this damn podcast.
What is this praying of which you speak?
Wow.
Jesus, please cleanse my sinning soul.
Yes.
I don't have Jesus, but I got Cheez-Its.
What's your favorite adult cartoon, Mim Kage?
Well, I have been watching a lot of Rick and Morty, but I'm going to have to stay with BoJack Horseman because it's done and I know what it's like.
Nice.
Cool.
Rick and Morty isn't done yet, and even though I love it, it's like this can go bad really quickly if they fuck it up.
Wait, I thought BoJack is getting a 4th season, is it?
Is it?
I think so.
Fuck me, then I guess I don't have one.
Okay. Do you have a least favorite adult series that you've seen in some recent time?
I don't remember the name, but it's about this one, I guess, super murderous dog that was on Adult Swim for a while.
Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I absolutely hated that.
I think everyone did.
Mr. Pickles.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I saw half an episode and like, why am I watching this? I could be watching Judge Judy. That would be better. There's actually at least some conflict in that.
Just give us some other shows where you thought to yourself, wow, I could be doing homework right now, or something like that.
I
Shoot.
could be being productive.
Yeah.
Well, I tend to have pretty good taste in shows, so that hasn't happened to me yet. Movie-wise, however, I kind of go out of my way to see really bad movies. For example, I was one of the few people on the planet who paid to go watch Norm of the North. Not by choice.
Is it really as bad as everyone says it is?
It's not bad. I've seen a lot worse. It's not like The Room or The Amazing Bulk, but
Oh, you mean... Yeah.
it came out of theaters and it was bad. That's all you need to know. It took out the spot for The Little Prince, which was actually pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, I saw The Little Prince. It was it was kind of like split into two movies, where it's like one was the old man telling the girl the story, and the other was the actual story, which was animated in completely different style. It was actually kind of beautiful.
I know,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
makes
really
me
pretty.
mad that they passed that up for a twerking polar bear.
Some people don't know good taste if they bit him on their nose.
So I take it you're not a fan of Powerpuff Girls' newest reboot either.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
Because I knew-
Don't.
It's okay. It's better than Teen Titans Go, in my opinion.
Eh.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
Yeah.
To be fair, once I went onto Tumblr and saw a gif of the Powerpuff Girls twerking with the panda bear from We Bear Bears, I knew that it was gonna go downhill super fast. And like, you know what? I don't have.
They're like
Life
2
is too
years
short.
old.
Life is
They're
too short.
kindergartners, so that's very inappropriate.
What are your thoughts on the one of the writers on the show shipping himself with one of the girls from Tumblr?
Oh no.
I know about that, and I find that exceedingly creepy. But they do them. I'm not in control of the show. As long as I don't get charged with being a pedophile, I don't care.
Yeah, they said someone who actually worked on the show said he publicly denied that there was any kind of influence there. So maybe it's just a coincidence. Who knows?
Yeah.
One shipping episode wasn't actually written by that dude, though.
So they just did it to fuck with him. Got it.
He pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
I mean, he did voice it, though, so...
Oh, maybe he didn't know what it was going to look like. That would have been amazing.
It's like the Finding Nemo situation where Darla, the little girl, was actually named off somebody from the staff that the director was mad with.
Aw, that's cruel.
And it's no joke. I actually have the DVD because I kept it for like the last couple years. And I watched like the extra bonus commentary things that sometimes come on it, and that's literally what they said to explain Darla's name. I'm like, holy shit.
Somebody was salty.
Saltier than the sea.
Saltier than Pro from Steven Universe.
Jesus Christ. No one's not salty.
Animators
That's a
are a
high
passive-aggressive group of people.
Ask me whatever you want. I'm open to everything.
Oh, I feel
Here's
that
a good
now.
one. What do you call it? What's next for you in regards to everything? Like, what would you say is your next big goal?
All right, so not trying to reveal too much about the project I'm working on now, because essentially what I'm doing is creating my own MLP, but in a complete... The way I explain it is that it does take place in the same universe as the My Little Pony We Know, but on a different continent. So there's Equestria and then another continent.
Ooh.
It's more integrated, and it has its own alicorn, but she's an alicorn queen, which is the explanation I gave as to why Celestia and Luna are still princesses. There's only one queen.
That's interesting.
What do you
I'm
think of an
looking
alicorn goat?
Alicorn goat? You're a little bit late to the party, sweetie. I've already done that.
Oh, okay.
Go to corn.
Go to corn, go to corn.
That's what happens when you sign... That's what happens when you make a deal with the devil.
Indeed. Jesus.
But yeah, I'm making an animation for her, and it's going to be coming out by, I want to say, Christmas.
Oh, sweet.
Looking forward to it.
Merry Christmas to us.
It's going to be completely hand-drawn animation.
All done
Oh
by
my
you, or
It's going to be a 40 frames per second hand-drawn animation. It's about, I think, 5 minutes long.
I don't
You did
know.
this by
You're
yourself?
you're such
I
a...
guess I'm doing it completely by myself. I've actually been working on it for the last about year and a half.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
And I do have the animatic, but I'm not going to release the animatic until I'm at least 90% done with everything in the project, so people don't have to wait forever.
All right, so
I would definitely promote that.
How'd you land on 40 frames per second?
Because the lowest that people usually go is 24 frames per second, and that's like the minimal to get a semi-decent frame rate. And then if you want to go beautiful, it's 60 frames per second. But drawing 60 frames per second, I would probably die before this project would be done, especially since I'm doing it completely on my own. So 40 was a nice little medium where it's like, it's still really smooth, but it won't murder me.
Okay.
I feel that.
I was just curious because live action is 30 frames a second.
I know. No, just for funsies. Finish a scene later on this month, and I'll show you guys a preview just to see what you guys think.
Okay.
It's just gonna be the first couple opening seconds.
Well, I'm definitely hyped, and I look forward to plugging that when it comes out.
Me too.
All the plugs.
All the plugs.
So we good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to hit stop and pray like hell took.